everybody. So I thought I would use time that I'm spending getting ready, you can get ready with me, to explain to you why I'm doing this. So if you're new here, why am I paying for someone else to go on a summer vacation? Well, so I'm a teacher and I teach high school, and I always tell my students, I'm like, I think everyone should travel. I think it opens up amazing possibilities of what the world can be, and you learn about yourself and stuff like that, and it's fun and you get to see things. But I also realized this summer that my husband and I traveled, but it's really expensive, and I do save money all school year for it. We don't have kids. I've been teaching for 21 years now. This will be the start of my 22nd year, my 21st in the state where I live. And so, I make a little bit better salary than a new teacher. And I realize we don't have kids, and we don't have some expenses that other people have. So I was trying to come up with okay, how could I do this YouTube thing or Instagram thing that everybody seems to be doing and make money on it? And then what could I do with the money so that somebody else could benefit? And, you see other people's channels and they're like, oh yeah, I make $10,000 a month, and I make, $40,000 a month. And let me just tell you, to a teacher, that sounds impossible. But I learned a long time ago, I actually had a student who said she wanted to become a model, and she did. And so I've learned that I don't tell, and like a big model, not just an Instagram model. So I've learned you just don't tell anybody what they can or can't do. You help them on what they want to do. Okay? So I was like, well, if I could make, $10,000, that would pay for a really nice trip for myself. And then I'm like, well, okay, so if I made $10,000 for myself, but all these people are watching, what's some cool reason that somebody should watch me? And I'm like, why don't I give a trip or give a vacation to someone else? And I'm like, well, then I'd need $10,000 for them. And then, because I live in America, I would need $10,000 for the government. So, for taxes. So, what I came up with is I'm going to film myself saving and what my life looks like during the school year to try to monetize this channel, to try to make enough money where there's $10,000 for me, $10,000 for someone else, and then $10,000 I'll pay the taxes and take care of all that. Basically I'm just giving someone $10,000. Now, would you have to use it for a vacation? No. Could you use it for debt? Sure. Could you use it to buy a car? Sure. Could you use it as a down payment on a house? A very tiny house, but sure, you could use that too. So I'm like, yeah, I don't even know, they tell you to start. I don't even know all the logistics of how I would do this, but I got a tripod stand. For reference, I'm 47 years old. So I remember pre-internet and pre-cell phone, and my first phone plugged into my car. But I know that this is, I always wanted to be an author and a writer and things, and I realized people aren't reading as much. So, and funnily enough, I saw somebody else who's a writer that said before the company wanted to publish their book, they asked them, well, how many followers do you have? So it's almost like you have to do this if you also want to be a writer. So anyway, that's kind of, I digress. But I thought, well, why don't I just start and just try? I always tell my students, just try. What can happen? And so this is me just trying and seeing what can happen. Am I great at it? No, I am not. I walk off camera. I right now can't find my eyeliner. I'm looking, I have kind of circles under my eyes, which is not super great. I'm But I also watched this other content creator that was like, you know, you gotta just start, see what happens. I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So, but if you just watch other people, you never learn. So I'm like, well, I guess I gotta, you know, I guess I gotta just start doing it and see what I do. And, you know, I'll be trying out in the next couple days a microphone because I've heard that that is really important. I also heard that like long form kind of talking head video is important. And you just kind of do it and see what happens, and then you kind of use the data and go from there. And if you talk to any teacher, we hate the word data or however you say it, but that's another story for another video. So yeah, I mean, this is me trying, and hopefully, you know, if I can get brand deals, if I can, you know, monetize, anything like that, then I can share it with other people. So like, you know, any dollar I make, I will give 30 cents of it to someone else. And so I thought, okay, if you like and follow and share and comment and all those things, that will get this idea out there. You know, it's a what if. This will get that idea out there. I don't do a lot of makeup. I just do a very quick routine, especially because it's summer and I'm going to be sitting outside eating dinner. So I don't need a lot of makeup. I'll brush my teeth and put lipstick on, which does help. But, and so I thought, well, if I just start this, and then my birthday is the last day of school. It's like the day right after the last day of school. And I'm like, wouldn't it be cool for my birthday to not get a present? Well, have a present for myself, but then also give this money to somebody to go on vacation, to change their life, to start college with, to whatever you want to do. You don't have to go on a vacation. I just know how much traveling means to me, and I know how much I enjoy it. And I studied abroad in college, and I just thought it'd be a really cool experiment and a cool thing to try. And so here we are. Here we are trying. All right, follow along for tomorrow to see what tip I give you next to put away a little bit of money for your own vacation or dreams. Bye.